Well, if you look into the Illuminati, if you look into like the Knights of the Templar, okay, let's back up. Let's go to the time. It's amazing because if you look in the Bible, there were giants in the land. You had fallen angels coming here, mating with humans, making these pyramids, making this advanced culture, but it was a sacrifice system to Baphomet. It included children, preferably. They would sacrifice children to the devil, and the villagers didn't know better. And the hybrids had technology that the fallen angels were sharing with them. God sent the flood, wiped them away. They regrouped for the Tower of Babel. Then it's kind of vague, but there's about 4,000 years of absence. And then you have, suddenly, Aleister Crowley, child sacrifice. It starts matching up with how it was when the old ones were here. It causes some kind of vibrational field, which opens up the doorway to where their stuff's located at in a different universe, different dimension, if you will. I'm sorry. In the different dimension, it matches up with what Aleister Crowley was doing, so it vibrated together, opening a portal, allowing that shit to come back through. These entities that were doing the human sacrifices 6,000 years ago, leaving their offspring here with us. The Watchers, if you will, I truly believe Aleister Crowley opened it up and allowed a lot of them to come through. Not all of them, but at least some of them. Because suddenly all these UFOs came through. Suddenly there's sightings of them everywhere in the world after Aleister Crowley said he opened up the doorways. And you have all these abductions that start back up again. And then you have, by the 50s, thousands of abductions and thousands of missing babies. Half alien gray, half human. Half fallen angel, half human. And suddenly, by the 80s, when these children would be grown up, you have that logo, that all the symbolism starting to come into our culture that is linked to 6,000 years ago in child sacrifice. Starbucks, Nike, it goes on and on. Arco, it goes on and on. Arco means fallen angel, by the way, which is the daddy of all these hybrids. Well, then you got millions of abductions by the 80s and 90s, millions of missing babies. You got people on the TV show Sightings saying they're getting these implants from aliens and UFOs. They're putting these implants in people. Now by 2000, this is where it gets interesting. People are starting to get the same kind of alien implants from their doctors and their dentist, as if these people are actually among us. And to top it off, the symbolism grows. They start telling us in their videos, they're doing all these rituals at the Super Bowl, and all this music industry is doing all these like rituals to Baphomet and all these old pagan gods that are connected to child sacrifice. Again, there's a vibrational demonic entity there. They were here before, got wiped away by God in the flood. The Pope and the Catholic Church went on as trying to be the vicar of Christ, trying to pose as God's authority, but changing everything. Baptism, the Sabbath day of rest, everything in the Bible, changing all kinds of God's laws and dates. Then you got suddenly them showing back up again. The Catholic Church is like starting to merge with them. And when it's all over, you're going to have the alien gray gimmick mixed with the Catholic Church scenario, some kind of a horrible tragedy where the Antichrist will show up as the Savior, will leave us, will be begging for his help. Then he'll laugh. He had tricked the world suddenly. And then out of nowhere, after he got his kingdom set up, here comes Christ. Christ destroys him, and Christ brings balance back to the universe, to everywhere. Death is wiped out forever. Cancer, destruction, gone. Paradise, peace, everyone gets along. A perfect utopia.